Hey, what's up guys? RetroMan116 here again, and I am back with yet another video, and this time I wanted to share with you two items that I never expected to find in a Barnes And Noble bookstore. Seriously, I was looking for some books, and I just happened to run into these, and it's great because I was looking for a 5-inch Sasuke action figure, and I finally have one, and guess who was next to him, so, you know, why not pick up both? And I found them for a pretty cheap price. A lot cheaper than they are online, at least. I'm not going to name the price because I don't do that, but yeah, they were pretty cheap. And I apologize for the shakiness of the camera. This is going to go away once the figures are outside of the box, just because if I tried to put the camera on this small little tripod, you wouldn't really get such a good look at the box. See, if I had it like this is what you would see, and so that wouldn't really work. And I couldn't really adjust it in a way that it would look like this. So I'm going to go over the boxes just because the boxes are really something to behold. But once I get the figures out of the box, then I will put the camera on the tripod and adjust it in a way so that you can see the figures perfectly. So let's get the shakiness over with and just go over the boxes really quickly. We have the nice artwork of Naruto here, and the awesome Japanese lettering, which basically tells you that this stuff is legit from Japan. And I especially like the ages 15 and up because it makes me feel a lot less nerdy to own these figures. You have the S.H.Figuarts there. I don't really know how to say it, but it's got this little thing here. Let's see if I can read that through the camera. Is a new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme pursuing character expression through humanoid action. And it says it on both, as I saw before. Warnings that nobody really cares about. Uzumaki Naruto, of course the last name first, from Japanese. And on the back it's just got a list of all the accessories and all the real positions that the figure can go on, which is really cool. Usually when I stand these figures in my shelf, I just have them normal, and when it comes to stop motion, I put the little accessories on, like the Rasengan and stuff like that, but it's really cool just to have the option to do all this. And these are all the different faces that you can put on the figure, and the option parts, and it's got them in Japanese. Also, it's just really cool. I love the Japanese lettering. It just makes it really cool to us English-speaking people. Simple style and heroic action. And some more Japanese lettering here, and artwork, and the same little thing that I read before that was really hard to read through camera, so it wasn't the clearest, but I'm sorry. Sasuke's box is pretty much the same, but it's got Sasuke written all over it. Nice artwork of Sasuke there, the figure, the Chidori. More Japanese lettering, 15 and up, I love that. More warnings, artwork. And there's Sasuke with the Chidori, and pretty much the same case as Naruto, the two faces that he can make. Here he has the Sharingan activated, and here he's just normal, as presented in the box. And here's with his Chidori, with his sword, and just all the possible positions that this figure can go on. Simple style and heroic action, and on this side, Uchiha Sasuke. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get these figures out of the box. No, this is not an unboxing video, just because these particular figures, I found that they are pretty hard to get out of the box, and ultimately I'm just wasting time getting the figures out of the box, which when I watch figure reviews I'm not really into, so I don't really want to bore you with getting the figures out, but I will go over each and every accessory and everything that the figure comes with, and hopefully I can get the boxes in clean shape so I can put them on my shelf. But yeah, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I got the figures out of the box and my camera in position on the tripod, and I was lucky to be able to get it on this current position because I have the tripod standing on Naruto's box, just because before you could not see the figures at all. So yeah, it's good that we found a good position, and now we commence a regular figure review with articulation, detail, etc., 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 and I'll get to all of it. Yeah, these are the little plastic things that came with the figure. Not that you really need to know that, but it's kind of just there. Alright, so we'll get into Naruto first. Articulation. You can move his neck, Mind you, this is my first time taking a look at these figures. They are brand new out of the box, and it is just as much as a mystery to the features of the figure, just as much as a mystery to me as it is to you. So if I miss something, you can point it out in the comments. Please don't do it meanly, but just let me know, and yeah, I'll just respond, I guess. So yeah, you can move his neck. His arms go up, down, forward, and backward. His wrists can twist, and his arm can go like that, as if he's fist bumping someone or grabbing a drink. I'm not going to bother doing the same on this arm because they are exactly the same. You can move his chest like that, as if he's slouching like that, if he's sad because of Jiraiya's death, or if he's up like that because he beat the killer, Jiraiya's killer. No spoilers there. His coat, well, I was going to say his coat is perfectly done, but that goes into detail. Sorry about that. Let's get back into articulation. His legs can go up, down, forward, backward. His knee can go like that, as if he's backing up for a soccer kick. I give the most terrible examples. You got his sandals here can move. Why do I say his sandals? His ankles can move. Ankles with sandals can move like that, off to the side, and they can even go like that, up and down. A lot of these joints are on ball joints just because you can take them out and replace them with other things, like the hands, for example, can be replaced, and the faces can be replaced. And so the hands are on ball joints, so they can basically twist whatever way you'd like them to twist here. And the sandals are on ball joints, a little bit harder to notice, but yeah, I do seem to be getting it on camera. Kind of blurry though. And if I am not mistaken, that's all the articulation on this figure. So let's get into the detail. His blue eyes are really nicely done, and so is his mouth here. It's even got the pink in there. He's got the 3 little things on his face, and the Konohana headband is really nicely done. His hair is nice and spiky and the correct color. He doesn't have the little thing on the back because that comes as an accessory. And again, I'm taking a look at these figures straight out of the box, so I haven't put anything on them yet, but that is supposed to be there, and that will be there when I stand them on the shelf. But it's there. It's there to put on him. His jacket, what I was going to say before, and the articulation is really nicely done. And even with this thing right here, it still looks good. And just because it's movable, it has that thing there, but it still looks great anyway. And they got all the colors right. They even have this little band thingy he has on his thigh right there. And his sandals are really nicely done. Even got a little bit of bottom shoe detail. Don't mind the letterings there. But he does have that. Oh, and I missed this, I guess, in articulation. You can even move the top of his feet. That's awesome. That's really cool. I just noticed that. Alright. Moving on. The back of his jacket's really nicely done. You got the Uzumaki sign right there. And the back of his headband, of course, he'll have the things here later on. And even the thing over here on his jacket with the lines is really nicely done. The Uzumaki sign, not on both, just on one, of course. That's how it is. I'm not really sure why they decided to put a screw there, but it's there. But this part of his jacket's really nicely done. And the little band here. And everything just looks great on this figure. The sculpt is really nice, and of course he has these little things all over him just, to enable more movements, which are really nice for stop motion. So, of course, I'm not going to put a negative thing on that. But and the paint job is really nicely done too. Sorry if I put the figure really close, just it gets blurry, so I'm going to have to back it up a little bit just to show you guys. But the paint job is really nicely done on this figure. And the play value, of course, look at all this articulation. Well, I'll go over the play value after I review Sasuke, but just decided to just mention it really quickly. But I'll get to it more in depth after I review Sasuke. And here we are, my first 5-inch Sasuke Uchiha action figure. Oh my god, I'm so excited to finally have him. Let's go over articulation. And so his head can move, neck can move side to side, arms go up, down, forward, backward. The wrists can twist, and his elbow can stick out like that on both arms. His chest can move a little bit like that, so he's slouching or he's upright, and this thing can even move. So if you're making a scene in a stop motion where the wind is blowing him, well, then there you go. You can move it however way you like. The legs can go forward and backward, up and down, and I was about to say sandals again. His ankles can move really any way you want them to because they're on ball joints. And what's weird is that the top of Naruto's feet can move, but it doesn't look like the top of Sasuke's feet can. So yeah, a little bit different there. Oh wait, maybe they can. Yep, they can. It's just a little more difficult on this foot. I don't know why. I don't want to break it, but on this foot they can. I don't know about this foot. It looks like it can, but it's kind of hard. I don't know if it's just for my figure. But yeah, it's pretty much all the same articulation as Naruto had, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into detail. He's got Sasuke's black eyes. Of course, they have his Sharingan face with the accessories. That's really cool. And from what I'm seeing right now, they got it all right. But once I go over accessories, we'll get a better view at that. I'm going to try to breeze through it, but get through everything just so, you know, the video isn't too long when uploading it. So I can get to the accessories in the same video. He's got a spiky black hair here, which is perfectly done. The perfect Sasuke style. The Uchiha sign on the back of his shirt. He's got Orochimaru's thing all over his waist coming down to his groin area. And his sandals are perfectly done, and his pants, and pretty much everything. His jacket is really nicely done. Of course, he has his, I forget what you call this. Yeah, but yeah, he has the jacket opened up like that, so you can see a little bit of his neck area. Pretty much everything that is presented for Sasuke in Shippuden, they have included here. And so it's really cool. They don't really have one flaw with detail, if I can notice. They have the bottom shoe detail and no lettering, which Naruto had, which is pretty cool, but doesn't really matter. And his mouth is pink, and everything is just great about this figure. A lot of detail, a lot of articulation, and great. So both of these figures have really nice play value. I was mentioning this before on Naruto's. I just got into it a little early because this is one of my not scripted videos. So you will find times where a lot of ums and I don't really know what to say, just because this isn't scripted and because this was a surprise to me to pick up these figures. So I hadn't really set anything up, and I just wanted to get into them as quickly as possible. So you will notice a lot of, and stuff like that, just because, I haven't really practiced for any of this. But, yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, play value is really high just because of their articulation, and for stop motion, these are perfect 5-inch figures, and they're not really breakable, not easily breakable at least, because most things on their body are replaceable with other things. Look at all these hands, and the Rasengan, and the faces, and here's the thing that's going to go in the back of his head and stuff, and the kunais. And for Sasuke's, all these hands, and his hair, the Sharingan face, and the Chidori on this side, the swords. It's awesome. And so yeah, they really outdid themselves on these particular figures. They're really nice and highly detailed. I got them pretty cheap. Frankly, I don't really know if Barnes and Noble knows how much these are worth online, so I was lucky to get them at a pretty cheap price. So I am very happy about that. And the funny fact is that I probably would have spent $70 on these online, and I was able to get these for a much cheaper price, which I am very happy about, which I don't really have to say again. But yeah, I pretty much just went over the accessories just really quickly, with all the hands and the Naruto's wind style Rasengan, Sasuke's lightning style Chidori, his swords, all of his hands. Just briefly go over it again. the instruction booklet for Naruto. I don't think I got the Sasuke. I don't know why. Or maybe I just didn't take it out of the box. But, yeah, here's Sasuke's box opened. I'm not going to show you Naruto's, of course, because I have the tripod standing on it. And so, yeah, there's pretty much nothing else to say, folks. I'm very happy that I have these two figures to add in my collection. Again, this is an unscripted video, so, yeah, I apologize for all the oohs and ums. But, you know, next time I do a video, obviously with a figure that I'm expecting to review and that I have planned, I'll probably make it as scripted. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my unexpected finds from Barnes And Noble Bookstore, advertising here. And yeah, if you can pick these up in a store, lucky you. If not, they are available online. Unfortunately, a little more expensive, but I'd say it's worth it. These figures are really awesome, and especially for stop motion, and therefore I believe they deserve a perfect 10 out of 10. I found nothing wrong with these figures. And if I did find something wrong, believe me, I would say it. Just like in the Toy Island, which I pretty much demonstrated in my Sonic Toy Island review. No offense to those figures. Yeah, offense probably taken. But, yeah, you can check that review out. Do check this one out. Check my other Naruto review out, which was with Naruto, Minato, and Chakra-tailed Naruto, the 4-inch little figures. So it's been a while since I've done a Naruto figure review, so I just decided to do it now. So I'm going to quickly take out the camera from the tripod and show you Naruto's unopened box and a farther look at the accessories that come with the figure. Sasuke's unopened box. And yeah, this has been a figure review. Stick around with RetroMan116 for more figure reviews. And Naruto Storm 4 is coming out soon, and so I may do a countdown of boss fights. Just if I can find the correct equipment for it. More 2-player challenges coming with At Destructo Gaming. Again, more advertising here. I'll tell them about it. But yeah, just expect some cool things in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching, and rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.